You know Star Wars, right? The Jedis, the lightsabers, the Force, the Rise.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
But what the hell?
You eat M&Ms, right? But do you remember the Star Wars X M&Ms collab? No? Well, grab a seat and get comfy, because today we're taking a trip to a galaxy not so far away to understand the history of this collab. Now, Star Wars and brand deals, they go together like my Yoda and Kermit the Frog expression, always connected. Anakin, a dark force you haven't you do. Padme, she cheats on you, she does. Our grandfather, she pets, she does. I mean, we had Star Wars on cereal boxes, Pepsi cans, and yep, even the Taco Bell Jar Jar cup topper. But more importantly, today, the M&Ms. Now, this collaboration was in 2005 for the release of Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, called the Empire Collaboration. It included special edition dark chocolate M&Ms for the first time ever.
So, Lord Vader, these dark chocolate M&Ms are a good idea, but, we've decided not to join the dark side.
We'll start Monday.
New dark chocolate M&Ms.
On March 29, 2005, in Times Square, there was a special event to unveil the dark chocolate M&Ms. In Times Square, there was one X-Wing, C-3PO, tons of stormtroopers, X-Wing's pilots, Darth Vader, and his M&M counterpart M. Vader, and Obi Red. The new dark chocolate M&Ms came in Star Wars themed color blends, the Darth Mix and the Jedi Mix, which had exclusive packaging depicting the M&Ms as Star Wars characters in different scenarios. In all, this collaboration had 72 different types of packaging to collect for, which, Jesus Christ, they're giving a run for the Pokemon Kisses Hershey's collab. 151. Wait a minute, that's actually less than. What the hell am I talking about? Now naturally, this collab came with theme in-store displays, and I have found 5 different types in total. One big one that held M&Ms and Skittles, a smaller one that hung on a grid wall, which held M&M minis. The third one was a mix of both that held onto grid wall and displayed M&Ms and Skittles. And the last two were just M&M mini displays that were either a wall hang for grid wall or countertop. Now, I tried finding real photos of the first and second displays, but I could not find them. I searched high and low, Google, forums, everything, but came up empty. I only found some product vendors from a store's inventory shared in a forum. If anybody has these photos, please share. Now, I guess there is one on the display, the Lego display. This was a mosaic exclusive to Walmart, and it has rumors that it was around 400 of these pieces were ever made. Now, if you do want to have this piece, you can build it yourself by just buying the parts alone. And for the Lego sticker itself, you will have to print it. Now, this was a promotional item, but I couldn't find anything explaining how people will actually get one. I thought maybe it was tied to the Walmart 48 Hours of the Force event, but nada. There was a mention of set wall video, and since set is often tied to Lego, I thought maybe it was it. Still, even after digging and dragging on, nothing. Honor mystery. Jesus Christ, call Scooby-Doo. Actually, wait a minute. During editing, I realized it's called set Star Wars merchandise and signage. So maybe that was part of it. I know it says set palette modules and set better standee for photo ops. So actually, it could be all 4 sets. Which, come on, man. Can't they just put Lego on there? And I guess grouping in with these, we have posters. Now here's the first, second, third, and fourth ones I found. And now actually the fourth and third one, the third and fourth, I say backwards, are actually the same poster, it's just two-sided. And I guess I'm just going to add this in here because I have no other way to actually fitting this in. In Costco in 2005, there was 4 gift cards, or not gift cards, more like, trading cards. There was one for Anakin, there was one for Chewbacca, one for Junior Grievous, and one for Boba Fett. And each one had a front and back one. And then I guess grouping in with this, with that, or that with this. Either way, there was 4 different postcards. One with Darth Vader, one with Darth Maul, one with Stormtroopers, and then one as, what was Jesus, Skywalker, as that. Jesus, I'm having a stroke. The last one, okay man. One with Luke Skywalker, saving Leia. Jesus Christ, I did it. Now the M&M World Store got Star Wars themed makeovers in 2005, 2016, and again 2018. But they pretty much stayed the same during each time, having big mirrors spread across the store and tons of merchandise to buy. But I do wonder where the store statues are at. I really do want one. I really want the Darth Vader M&M Lishman. Which leads us to the many lines of merch. Now, M&Ms have tons of merchandise spread across the years with the little mascots, and of course they're not going to miss up this opportunity to make plush, figures, cups, shirts, you get it. If you think about it, they probably did it with these guys as Star Wars characters. But I want to focus on the plush and figures, as that's what I mostly collect. Now, for the plushies, there have been many of them as different characters, but not only that, different sizes. And from personal experience, I can say they also have different textures across the same and different plushies. Some have fluffy with 3D parts attached to the plush, while others are matte, something out of a colorful prize with their features such as their mouth and eyes pressed on. I think I know why this happened. It's simple, that this was based on the year it was manufactured, and maybe even the factory. And that's why we have so many inconsistencies, but that's just a theory. Again, theory! And one more thing, for the plushies, I think it's funny that R2D2 is just a piece of candy, not any character. I guess they had no other way of doing it. The figures. As for the figures, they were sold in 2 packs and included bases with the Empire logo. There's one exception to this, being Padme, R2D2, and C3PO. They were a 3-pack. These figures were also reused for ornaments and the tops of candy dispensers. The difference between all three is that for the regular figs, they had removable stands, the ornaments had hooks and no stands, and the candy toppers had different stands that were not removable. I would also like to mention that I believe not everyone was used as candy toppers. And furthermore, these figures we also use as keychains on their candy bangs and those little preparators that you use as fans, at like SeaWorld or like any theme park. So I guess if you want to collect all the variations and conclusions, all the variations, it will be around 50 figures, I think, or plus, if I were to take a guess. But there's something from this whole collaboration that I love more than anything else, and that is the NASCARs.
I am Speed. One winner, 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. It's really good.
It is.
Now, I was first introduced to racing from one film, and that is Pixar's Cars, and ever since, I love cars. And one thing I love about NASCARs is their sponsors. Well, that's a weird way to say it. Not the sponsors, I mean like the wraps of the cars that they got because of the sponsor. Anyways, M&M's and Star Wars is no exception to this. For the collab, there were 2 different wraps, and of course, they have diecast cars. Now, the designs of the cars were the Jedi mix, the light side, and the Darth mix, the dark side. And from the 2, I don't know which one I prefer more, but I think I like the Darth mix a little bit more because it feels like, you're like driving like a badass. And one last thing, for this collab and a collab, there were 3 shirts that were made. Also, I'd like to mention this 4th shirt. I think I like it. I really want it. I really want it. I really want to have it. Yeah. But we're not done yet. We still have the fun facts. Now, not only M. Vader and Obi-Wan were at Times Square to unveil the dark chocolate M&Ms, they also appeared in 2005 Star Wars Celebration, the 3rd Star Wars Celebration, which I can't believe, 16th this year? Oh my Jesus Christ, listen. Catherine Kennedy, the power of 1, the power of 2. How about you do some self-reflecting? Understand you a whole ass bitch. And also in 2005 the NASCAR M&Ms. Wait a second, did I just say and also? What the hell? Also in 2005 of the NASCAR M&Ms, there was a Madagascar one from DreamWorks. What a small world we live in. Also, who the hell says and also 3rd grade level of grammar? What the hell? Conclusion. Now, all of this merch, the promo art, the giveaways, the ads, the displays was all a thing in 2005. Now, even though I didn't experience any of this because I was just a little bit late to the party, it's something that I could appreciate, and it's a little bit sad that something like this will never happen. If anybody's watching this and knows what else was available during this time, like the Lego Mosaic, that would be great, because not everything was available, because, come on man, I need a little bit of help. But if you enjoyed this weird little deep dive into a beloved brand collab, don't forget to like and subscribe, or Disney will make season 2 of that acolyte.